What's going on, Pokemon trainers? It's John here from 4Gamers with some very exciting event news in terms of shiny Pokemon for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So if you haven't heard already, Nintendo just decided to release a shiny Tapu Koko event for Japan starting in March. So this is very exciting news because all of the legendary Pokemon except for Type Null have been shiny locked in Pokemon Sun and Moon, which was a huge disappointment to a lot of shiny hunters such as myself. So yeah guys, yesterday Cerebi announced, well, they kind of reported on that Nintendo announced that they're going to be releasing a event into Japan starting on March 17th, and it's going to run through April 9th. So guys, if you live in Japan, all my fans from Japan, you're going to be able to go to 7-Eleven, like 7-Eleven 7 spots. I don't really know what a 7 spot is, because here in the States, we don't really have 7 spots or stuff like that, but I think it's just you go to 7-Eleven and you get a code or whatever, and you basically get a shiny Tapu Koko there. So I don't really know why they're releasing to 7-Eleven. No, like, hate on 7-Eleven. Just here in the States, 7-Eleven is just like a gas station. Maybe it's a little more fancy over in Japan. But yeah, guys, the very first shiny legendary event is going to be released hopefully to Japan within the next upcoming month. So like Cerebi said, they were gonna amend the information and stuff, but they haven't really reported on it as of like yet again. So all we know right now is from this little graphic. I'm not quite sure where it was leaked from, but yeah, as you can see from this graphic, if we blow it up, you can go to a 7 spot in 7-Eleven in Japan. You get a code, you input the code and whatever, and you get your shiny Tapu Koko, which is super exciting. Because all of the shiny Tapus look super amazing to me. If you guys don't know what the shiny Tapu Pokemon look like, they're all black instead of the yellow parts or the different colored bits. So Tapu Koko has the yellow bit, he's black instead, which is really, really nice. But yeah, this is super exciting because pretty much all the legendaries were shiny locked up to this point. If you guys saw my video on all the Pokemon, all the shiny Pokemon that you can't get in Pokemon Sun and Moon, Tapu Koko was one of the very first Pokemon that I talk about on that list. And I was really disappointed when I had to do the research, like back when like I found out all the data mine information and stuff. When I saw all the Tapus looked glorious in their like sleek black forms, I was super sad. So it is kind of exciting that Japan's going to be getting this, which means that the rest of the world is probably going to be getting this event at some point, hopefully soon as well. So if we jump right back on over to Cerebi, I'm going to use the last shiny legendary event that Nintendo released as reference for a hopeful time frame that the rest of the world can hope to see this event released. So if you guys didn't know, back in October of 2015, October 29th, so the very end of October, actually, Nintendo decided to release shiny Xerneas and shiny Yveltal to Japan via a code for Pokemon X, Y, and Z tie-in distribution. So it's basically, they're like, all right, here's this code, and go get yourself a shiny Xerneas and Yveltal, whatever. And you could actually get it in X, Y, and then Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, whatever, which was really, really exciting. Except, I remember being over here in the United States, I was like, oh, well, that's cool, but when is America gonna get this? Because this seems really cool, and Xerneas looks really, really awesome. And unfortunately, if we look, we didn't get it until May of 2016, which is about 7 months later. Maybe 6 months because it was the end of October or whatever. So yeah, we didn't get like the shiny Xerneas and shiny Yveltal event until the mid-May, and it was kind of disappointing. And then if you look at South Korea, they got it even later. But yeah, like, I don't know, hopefully they release, hopefully they don't do this again. They don't give Japan like awesome events and then make us wait a while, but sometimes they just give Japan events that America just quite frankly will never get. But I'm pretty sure, because it's the very first shiny legendary event and it's so big, and there would be so much uproar and angst if they didn't give it to the rest of the world. They will probably give it to the rest of the world, but hopefully not 6 months later. I'm hoping it's like a month or two later. But yeah, Japan, like, I mean, I have a copy of Pokemon Black version. It's like a Japanese copy of Pokemon Black, because back in the high school days, as being like a shiny hunter, I saw Pokemon Black and White, and it was super cutting edge because like the Pokemon actually moved around and stuff. I know, right? Like 5th gen, like a lot of people just got in at 5th gen, but yeah, the Pokemon used to just stand there. Like they would animate a little bit, and when they come into battle, they would just stand there. So I couldn't wait for Pokemon Black and White to come out. So I bought a copy of Pokemon Black. I couldn't read a lick of it. I kind of just memorized what natures looked like and moves, and I kind of got through the game that way. But yeah, they gave us a shiny Hydreigon event for Japanese games, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like Hydreigon, if you don't know, it's like a really cool green shiny form. And I was like, that's awesome, but when are they going to give it to America? And then they just never gave it to America. So luckily I got one, but I'm pretty sure with this event, they're going to have to give the rest of the world, well, this event, they're going to have to give the rest of the world this shiny Tapu Koko. Otherwise, people are going to be pretty mad. I know I will be pretty mad. I'm kind of hoping in future games that they just kind of unlock a lot of the shinies. If we kind of jump over here, we can see all the Pokemon that are still unavailable in their shiny forms. Celebi still, I doubt they're ever going to give us Celebi, honestly, unless they're going to be like, all right, we're done making new Pokemon. Here's a shiny Celebi or something like that. Victini is also one of those Pokemon that you just can't get shiny. If you guys see any of these Pokemon shiny, like this is pink or this is white, or this is like a turquoise tail, which looks really cool, they're definitely hacked. So you can kind of see all these Pokemon that we can't get, except Tapu Koko is going to be one of those Pokemon that we hopefully can get pretty soon. But yeah, as you can see, they started shiny locking stuff back in Pokemon Black and White, which was very disappointing. As soon as they started doing that, I was like, as a shiny hunter, I was like, what's a shiny lock? And like, I remember someone, like another like shiny hunter on YouTube was like, oh, like they used an action replay, so they got rid of the shiny lock, but they still shiny hunted for Reshiram, Zekrom, or whatever, because like a lot of people were just disappointed with not being able to get these. But then you could see later that in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, if you guys remember like the little portals, the Hoopa portals, you could get Reshiram, Zekrom, and then you could shiny hunt for them. They released the shiny lock. So I'm hoping what they're gonna do is they're gonna give us all these Pokemon, at least all the Tapus, in like through an event, all right? Because that'd be amazing if they gave it to us like every other month. Pokemon just celebrated Pokemon Day. I think it was 2 days ago, maybe it was yesterday, but it was just a couple days ago. So there's not 20 days, 20 years of Pokemon anymore. So they're not going to be having to give us something every month. But hopefully, like in like remembrance of like Pokemon Day, they're gonna be like, all right, here's a shiny every month. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm hoping that they're gonna give us all these Tapus shiny, right? Via event, and then maybe in the next upcoming game, they're gonna just unlock them. It seems like it usually takes around 2 or 3 games. I'd say maybe 2 games for them to unlock the shinies. Like you can see Reshiram and Zekrom, they kept them shiny locked in Black and White too. And they gave us X and Y. You couldn't get them there, so it didn't really matter. And then the next game, you're able to get them shiny. So basically, like the next available game, I think they maybe unlocked them. Same with like Xerneas, Yveltal. You can kind of get them in X and Y too, but they gave it to you in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire via event as well. The same event actually. But yeah, you can kind of see. I don't know why X and Y they decided to like shiny lock Mewtwo and the legendary birds. That was really disappointing to me because I really like those. And yeah, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they decided to shiny lock these. So maybe in the next upcoming game, they'll unlock all these shinies, and then hopefully we can hunt for them, like shiny hunters like myself. Let me guys know if you are a shiny hunter as well and you want to hunt for these as well. That was a lot of as well, as I said as well like 3 times. But yeah, I'm really excited to hunt for these. But for now, I guess we're just going to have to wait till they give the events to us. But yeah, you still can't get Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. They haven't done like an event through here. You couldn't get them in Sun and Moon either. But you could get Groudon, Rayquaza in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and you obviously gold, or not gold, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. You could get those and shiny hunt for them. There, I actually ran into a shiny Groudon when I was a kid, and I caught it, and that's how I have my shiny Groudon. So there are legitimate ways of getting these shiny lock Pokemon, but these are the ones at the moment that are unavailable. Like they just can't be shiny at all. But soon we're gonna be able to cross Tapu Koko off the list. I don't think it would make sense to just keep Tapu Koko off and then like not give us the rest of the Tapus. So hopefully what Nintendo's planning to do is they're gonna be giving Japan this event. Give us the event maybe like a month or 2 later, and then maybe every other month give us another shiny Tapu, and then I'd be pleased. I'd be really happy with that. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited that they're going to be giving us at least some shiny events in Pokemon Sun and Moon, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal because all of the shiny legendaries were shiny locked. If you guys didn't know, I shiny hunted for type Null, which was super amazing, but I kind of want to shiny hunt more for the legendaries, and you just can't, which is okay. But I'd like to take this quick opportunity to thank all of the new subscribers to this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. Guys, we broke 8,000 subscribers here at 4Gamers like last week, which is absolutely crazy. We're growing so fast, and we just broke 1 million views total on the channel. So guys, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the support. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have upgraded a lot of our equipment and stuff, and bring you content like this. So thank you all so much for all the support lately. It really means a lot to me, guys. Alright, I think that's gonna about do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe and tune in on Wednesdays and Fridays for my shiny hunts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love shiny hunting with you guys, and I love hanging out, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode, and yeah, so until then, I'm Sean from 4Gamers, signing off. So bye, guys.